There is nothing more attractive than somebody who knows how to keep promises to themselves. We live in a culture obsessed with instant gratification and chaos, but real confidence comes from being consistent. Discipline doesn't mean that you have to be perfect at every single thing you do or that you have to be perfect at your schedule or your routine, but it does mean that you know how to show up for yourself even when it is inconvenient. The person who knows how to roll out of bed every day, do the things that might be mundane or difficult to do on a day-to-day basis, those people are not boring. They are powerful. And you don't need to feel motivated to act in accordance with your discipline, with your schedule, with your routine. You just need to build self-trust. And the way that you build self-trust is by making promises to yourself and fulfilling them every single time. Everyone wants the result, but the bridge to get there always seems super inconvenient. Most people aren't tired in the ways that they say they are or use as an excuse. They're just super undisciplined. They don't know how to build healthy systems and reliable routines that make them feel energized, that make them feel passionate, that make them feel fired up. And even if they try to do those things, a lot of times they don't know how to commit and follow through. And we are not rewarded all the time for being disciplined. And when you are rewarded for your discipline, it tends to be more like long term. For example, going to the gym every day, you don't see those results in a week, 2 weeks, sometimes even a month. Sometimes it takes months or months to a year before you even start seeing results from going to the gym consistently 5 to 6 times a week. It is really difficult in today's day and age for people to be disciplined, to have a routine, to do things other than go to work and work for a paycheck. But being a girl with habits will take you further than any glow up trend ever could, because you're building out systems and routines that actually give back to your wellness. They give back to you as a person. They give back to your passions, to your motivations, to your dreams. And feeding that side of you, it will take you further than any amount of money or any trend or any instant gratification will. How do you become a more disciplined person? Honestly, I'm going to give you my best take on this, okay? I grew up doing martial arts. For many, many years, I did martial arts, and I like to think and assume that that's where my discipline came from. I would hang out at my karate school, and I got out of school all the way until it was closing time. Every single day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and that was just my routine. I didn't really have a choice. That's what I had to do. But because I was there, I was developing skills. I was getting good at my forms, techniques, sparring, stuff like that. And I really, really think that showed me at an early age what it meant to be disciplined. So I was lucky in that sense that I had that structure, that anchor point. Not everybody has that, and not everybody is involved with things like team sports or individual sports, whatever the case may be. But developing your skill of being disciplined, it really could be as easy as just committing to one thing every single day. It might sound dumb. It might sound like an eye roll answer or solution, but it truthfully could change your life. If you committed every day to waking up and exercising, you will see, I guarantee you, in 30 days, you'll see how much that will change your life, because the practice of actually committing to yourself, promising yourself that you're going to do something, and then following through on that, even if it's just one thing every single day, that small habit starts to carry through in other ways in your life. I notice things about me that I do just because I am somebody that goes to the gym on a daily basis. There are things that I'm used to doing because I have made the commitment to being that girl that wakes up every day and gets her ass to the gym. And then there are certain things in my practice of going to the gym, my workouts, my routines, my, documenting my progress, there are things within that that also have carried over into other parts of my life because it is just a habit. It is just, I do it out of habit, out of force of discipline, because I've seen how it improves my life. I've seen the results that it gives me. I've felt what I feel when I get to accomplish something good, like finishing a hard workout or hitting a new PR, maxing out a lift. Like, those things feel really good. Why was I able to do those things? Because I was disciplined, because I made a promise to myself every single day. I showed up for myself every single day, and then I got to reap the rewards. So if you start with something small, I promise you in no time, you'll start seeing the results. You'll start seeing how you're able to show up for yourself. Is it this? I think it's this. That is, whoopsie. Having discipline is all about your mindset. It's all about what's up here in your mind. If you can strengthen your mind and push yourself to do 1 or 2 hard things every single day, it might not be improving you immediately in the ways that you can see, but it is totally improving. It's working here. It's working your mind. And when you start to push yourself to do the mundane things, the hard things, do the things that you don't want to do because you're tired, because you'd rather sleep in for an extra hour. When you push yourself to do the hard things, that is when you grow. I am a CrossFit coach, and a huge part of CrossFit is getting very comfortable with doing the things that make you uncomfortable, doing the things that you hate. I'm sure many other trainers and people who are involved in athletics can understand this. When your client or when somebody you're training says, I hate doing this, it's generally because they're not good at it. So there will be athletes at my gym all the time who say, I hate burpees. And the reason why they hate burpees is because they're not good at them, because it spikes your heart rate. You have to flop yourself on the ground, pick yourself up, jump. Like, it can be a high cardio workout to do in the middle of our Metcons. The people who get it will understand, yes, I hate burpees. I'm obviously going to do them anyway. I can bitch and moan about how much I hate burpees, but I'm going to do them anyway in this workout because I know that it's going to improve me. I'm going to feel that much better when this workout is done, because I not only completed something that I hated, but I followed through and I did it, and now it's done. And now I have a rush of endorphins and I can go home happy. That is literally the pinnacle of doing anything difficult in your life. You have to do the hard things, especially the things that you don't like, but you know that you have to do them because that is where you grow. You grow in the spaces of discomfort. And that's what discipline is all about. The moral of the story is discipline is sexy. I don't make the rules. Sorry. If you want to be unstoppable, make discipline your default. And start to learn that having discipline is having self-respect. You can start small literally today. You can commit to going to bed early. You can commit to maybe reading a book instead of watching TV. You can commit to, drinking more water. None of these things have to be about punishment. It's about self-empowerment. Challenging yourself to do something, knowing that you can do it, following through, and getting it done. Don't need another aesthetic routine. You just need systems that work for you.